Alrighty, Logan. Man, it's been a long time coming from the swing that you're about to see here in the top video. I think you're actually going to get a really good kick out of this video. Just to see how much your swing has truly progressed. I mean, in a year and a half, where you went from not picking up a baseball bat for 7 years to being in a competitive spot that you're going for a varsity spot this year, right? It's crazy to think of how much work you put into your swing. So first and foremost, I want to say, how proud I am of you, dude, of how much you've worked. And, how I always like to say it, I've told you this, we as instructors give a blueprint, which is 10 to 15% of the work. And the rest of the 85 to 90% is in the athlete and how much they put into it, what they put into it, all the things that happen when the lights are off, right? So I'm proud of you for all your hard work. I think you're going to see in this video, how much your hard work has paid off in your swing and how much you've worked on your swing. So enough jibber jabbering from me. I'm going to play your swings back to back, and then we're going to kind of break down, what's all changed. All right, so first and foremost, I know your very first thought is, wow, there was no power in my first swing, right? Which is very, very true. One of the biggest adjustments that we made in your swing since day one is starting in a wider stance, which I think has made you be way more athletic to where you're actually able to get into your bottom half here, right? Just take a look at this position versus this position, right? Top position is the right idea, but not much power versus the bottom position. It's strong, it's athletic. We're in a good stance. I mean, you can't really get much more textbook than that. You really can't, right? It's, and also the big thing too is, take a look at your stance is, yes, you still have this, leg kick where you're going back, but instead of your body going back, like in the first video here, as you'll see, where we kind of go back first, we're still building towards home plate in this video, right? We're still building forward. You just saw it right there, that we're building forward and working towards the ball, right? So that's a big thing too. Now let's kind of go into your upper half here. The elephant in the room is where you start the bat, right? Where you kind of started, Lindor style at first. Now it's kind of more so directly behind the shoulder, which I think was a really good thing for you too, because it helps you control the bat better and work to get a very consistent path, right? Additionally, too, right, a lot more compact in our swing, right, to where we get connection to extension. And I mean, I'm going to play this again, but look at the result. Look at how much differently it comes off the bat, right? One, the top one, it comes off, but it's not like the second one in the bottom where it just comes off the bat different, right? There's still obviously a lot of things that we talked about where we're trying to, kind of get rid of this load right here, which I think makes you open up too much. And then also with your hands, what happens is sometimes that we kind of cast our hands out. But I really kind of wanted to show you your video comparatively to now, just to show you the difference too. And also take a look at this, right? This, we were kind of like this. Now we're straight on, right? But I wanted to show your video, comparatively to when you start, Logan, just so you can kind of see the progress you made, right? To see like, yes, I've made some big strides and I'm doing the right things. I'm going in the right direction. It's about to become an exciting time for you, Logan, especially starting high school. You're about to get into high school baseball. That's a really, really exciting time. I look fondly back on my memories of high school baseball. Don't take it for granted, man. Enjoy every single time because, you're going to look back when you're old like me and, chasing a ghost in Sunday League and look back and kind of always look on these times as, some of the happiest times of your life. But, I'm proud of you, man, for how much work you've put into this. I'm proud of you how much you've worked to get better. And I'm not talking about during the lessons. I'm talking about even after the lessons, working at home, going to batting cages, working with your friends, all that stuff, I'm proud of you for that, man. Keep working hard. I know we got a long road ahead. We got a lot of training this fall to get you ready for spring ball. But otherwise, man, really great job. Proud of you, man. Keep working hard.